I have been practicing as an occupational therapist for more than 25 years, and over the years I've developed a particular interest in working with clients with executive dysfunction. Executive dysfunction may include distractibility, decreased concentration, poor planning, and difficulties with staying on and completing tasks. These difficulties impact day-to-day function. For example, packing a lunch and forgetting it at home, missing scheduled appointments, and failure to return to a work assignment after being distracted by an email or phone call.
So I had a lot of difficulty focusing and concentrating on tasks, especially over a prolonged period of time. For instance, at the office, if I was asked to perform a task with great attention to detail, I might have difficulty feeling as though I could get through the entire project maintaining that high level of quality. So it was something that was pretty strenuous mentally, just to be able to come up with the energy to put forth mentally to focus on these tasks and feel as though I was completing them successfully.
GMT is a package of educational material, tasks, homework or practice assignments, and a narrative package that is aimed at raising awareness of patients towards these types of deficits when they occur, and giving patients some very practical tools to use in their day-to-day life to compensate for these types of deficits.
Over the years, I've been searching for a treatment approach that is user-friendly, cost-effective, generalizable, and evidence-based. GMT is an interactive and systematized program that I can just pick up and use and achieve the treatment goals within a specific time frame.
I was given some tools to help me better identify the ways in which I was most likely to slip up, and then to combat that so that I'd be able to prevent myself from slipping up. I learned a lot about myself and how my brain works, or how my brain was likely to work, where in the past I just kind of shrugged my shoulders and gone, well, I guess that's sort of how things are, I need to do better at that.
Awareness is one of the big problems that we see in these patients, because oftentimes they are having deficits but they're not aware of it, and so they go into situations and tend to make errors or judgment decisions that are due to their inability to accurately appraise their ability to do the task. So our first task is to make someone aware of the problem. Once they have awareness, then we teach them the main component, which is stopping.
Think about what you're doing. Before you go, I've got to do this and this and this, say, just a minute. What do you really have to do? Stop and think.
The third part of it is monitoring, which is as you're performing a task, even after you've stopped, you have to continually check what you're doing, monitor your progress as you go through, because the situation might change, and we always want to be checking to make sure that we're doing what it is we intend to do.
The way I approached it was, it was something that's going to make me better, and manageable in regards to my life, because the training was crucial for me to get back on my feet, and I saw the benefit to that.
Through this research, we've actually tested the program, tested its efficacy in different groups. So we're actually looking to see, are those behavioral changes actually associated with changes in brain function? And we have two ways of looking at that. We have EEG, which looks at the electrical activity of the brain, and we have functional MRI, which looks at activity associated with blood flow that reflects brain activity and how those activity patterns might change while doing tasks that are related to the principles that we're training in GMT.
Even just really simple things now, like before I leave the house, there's a stop. Do I have my car keys? Do I have my wallet? Do I have everything I'm going to need for the day before I come back home? But then also for me, it was something that I was much more comfortable in doing continually, so that there weren't these little slip-ups here and there. It wouldn't be every day, but now I'm just much more comfortable on a regular basis, just knowing that I'm going to be able to move through my day successfully and know that I have the tools that I need to do what I need to do.
People respond very positively to this, that it really has made a change in their life. Many people come back to us and talk about different situations where they are now stopping and thinking about what they're doing in their behavior. The types of deficits that these patients have do cause serious disability in their day-to-day function. And we find after the intervention that both the patients and their families notice real changes that occur in their behavior that improve their day-to-day functioning.